Ladies and gentlemen, every single month, I, Thor of THORnews, do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. And so the November fundraiser has begun. If you would like to contribute to THORnews, I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron. You can make a contribution, and it would be greatly appreciated, and I will do everything I can to bring you excellent news all of the time. Okay, great. And I've only got $1,130 left to raise for November, and I'll leave these informations in the informations boxes. All right. As of right now, Earth is getting hit with a cannibal asteroid coronal mass ejection that is lighting up our magnetic field and is predicted to be at a G3 or G2 class geomagnetic storm. And if you have been paying any attention whatsoever, you will realize that the sun has been waking up in 2021 a whole lot faster than almost anyone out there predicted. So that is excellent, amazing, neato news, because empires and countries fall during solar minimums and things get better during solar maximums. And the sunspot progression number has exceeded pretty largely NASA and NOAA's predictions for 12 straight months, and that will continue. We had as many as 6 sunspots about a week ago. We have 3 sunspots on the Earth-facing side of the disk right now, and then we have at least 2 more sunspots, which will be turning around. And then Asteroid Fight Club has been doing an excellent job as asteroids have been harmlessly whizzing past us and not doing any damage. We had a 0.3 lunar distance one on the 29th, 0.8 lunar distance miss on the 29th, 0.9 lunar distance one on the 31st, and Dave Dickinson letting us know we had another close pass with a 4-meter asteroid, 2021 Van Halen. Rip to Eddie Van Halen. Rest in peace, bro. On November 1st. And so, yeah, these are definitely interesting times. And then you had a bright fireball in Wakefield, United Kingdom, earlier today, earlier being, early morning, up in the sky. But apparently, it harmed no one and was just a neato meteorite fireball that allowed you to make a wish for whatever you want to kick off in November. And then AR-2887 spawned another C5.2 class flare just kind of moments ago. And yeah, if you combined all the gas giants and most of the planets except for Mercury and Mars on the same side of the sun, creating no balance in our solar system with the solar activity, we are going to be on the lookout for earthquakes and more volcano activity. If you've been paying any attention, we've been predicting since 2017 that we would see an increase in volcano and earthquake activity. We have absolutely seen an increase in volcano activity in 2021. It's almost been like an advent calendar with a different volcano erupting in a major way almost every single month. And the La Palma, Spain, the volcano there in Canary Islands by Africa, has just been gobstopping and technically almost scary if, the last 2 years haven't freaked you out and just pretty much destroyed your ability to feel fear or whatever. Alastair Hamill is declaring solar minimum well and truly over. And yeah, the chances of a grand solar minimum now in the next 10 years are pretty much zero, bro. Because, yeah, the sun is filled with surprises, and no man is smarter than the sun. At least that's my opinion. You are, free to believe whatever you want to. Eric Fisher, on a related note, Solar Cycle 25 has really ramped up in a hurry. This year is the most active since 2016, where solar minimum was in the late 2019, and we have climbed out of it in a major way. And so, yes, all this solar activity can bring increased volcano earthquake activity. And as I always say, when the sun acts weird, earth weather acts weird, and people kind of lose their minds. But overall, I don't see it as doomy, but you can feel however you want to. The forecast for tonight is predicted for a G2 geomagnetic storm. Some people have predicted a G3. Sometimes they disappoint. Sometimes they, overperform. So we'll have to stay tuned. But if you're in New England, you could get a chance to see some pretty awesome aurora. That is a pretty strong and badass Christmas donut happening now. It's a pretty intense aurora. How low can it go? Nobody knows, but soon we will find out. Pass it on. Geomagnetic storm in progress, and that is what I'm doing here. I am passing it on. So yeah, you got a magical aurora happening now in Loch Lomond, Scotland. And no, that was not me trying to do a Scottish accent. That was me trying to do a Cockney accent. You know what I'm saying? Okay, great. Everybody loves Cockney. Hey, man, I'm like an eternal optimist. So when I see magical aurora, I get a good feeling, so you're allowed to feel however you want to. But these are pretty cool and unreal, says Corgi's aurora, even though they are very real. Man, Erica Palmario hadn't seen so much red in the auroral oval models in such a long time. So if you love red in your aurora ovals, then here you go. And maybe have a cup of Ovaltine and some Tang. I wonder if you mixed Ovaltine and Tang, if you would be like, oh, this tastes gross. If you are under the colored area and you have clear skies, it's nighttime, of course. And it's nighttime. You may have a chance to witness the show. Lucky you. So yeah, the moderate G2 storm threshold reached at 2146 UTC, and we're going to watch for stronger G3 conditions in effect until 3 a.m. UTC on November 4th. Visible aurora likely at mid to high latitudes if it is dark outside. Kiruna recorded a KP of 8. Ooh. So be sure to phone your neighbors and say, there is aurora, if you're in an aurora area. Okay? So down at the lock with the hip flask, man, that sounds fun. And everyone has their good camera, so hopefully you can share some better photos than the iPhone ones tomorrow. Yeah, one day I hope to go see aurora in persona. Woohoo! And I feel heavy metal. All right, great, fantastic, wonderful news. Asterisk. And yeah, my November fundraiser's kicking off. And I depend on you guys every single month to keep me up and running. If you'd like to contribute for November, and on the 23rd is my 9-year THORnews anniversary. Isn't that crazy? I got a snail mail, and I would love for you to send letters because everything's so weird and my hackers and coming at me. Letters would be great, in honor of my 9th anniversary, or PayPal or Venmo or CashApp or Patron. I only have $1,130 left to raise for November, and it would all be appreciated. But no matter what, I'm grateful for you guys because you guys have been incredible and awesome and have taken superb care of me over the years, and I really appreciate that. So I got to say thank you again to Asteroid Fight Club. Thank you to Cody. Thank you to JCR. Thank you to DWP. Thank you to the Texas Angel. Thank you to Wizard of Oz. Thank you to Alexis. Thank you to Lauren. Thank you to Richard. Thank you to Barbara. Thank you to Glenda. Thank you to Arnica. Thank you to Light Soul. Thank you to Dan. Thank you to Marlita. Thank you to Brian. Thank you to Ann. Thank you to KJ. Thank you to Max. And thank you to all the cool people out there. Stay tuned, and I will be talking to y'all in the near future. God bless everyone.